So we're dealing with this again. I'm gonna have to eventually go shovel that out. Check out this window. My son's gone next door. It's still snowing. I think the plow come back. I'm not 100% sure. I want to say that I possibly heard him. It's hard to tell with the road. It looks like he might have been back, but it could just be because it's blowing too. So there's this here, and then there's comes up like that. And yeah, so there's quite a bit of snow, and then of course it drifts from there, and then I'll show you guys the one in the kitchen, which this one usually never gets full of snow, so I don't know what's going on. It's just obviously the way that it's there and there, so yeah. Anyways, gonna give a proper hello. It is 1:30 in the afternoon. I can't get over, like, we are Wednesday, and I just can't get over how fast the days are going. How, like, when I come to, either vlog or check the time, it's just like, whoa, where did the time go? Some stuff to put away here. Yesterday I had some, I know I'm jumping back and forth, sorry. I had some chicken fajitas, and I had obviously some left because I was the only one to eat. So this afternoon or lunchtime, I took the leftovers, poured some Frank's Red Hot sauce on it, and I made some rice. There's some rice over here in the rice cooker. I'm just gonna put some stuff away while I talk with you guys. Hopefully you don't get dizzy from bouncing around so much. So as you guys know, because I've already put the video up, I created a GoFundMe page for Jay. If you guys want to go check that out, I kind of talked a little bit about, like the situation. I will sit down, I think, maybe later on and do up a proper, like, what's been going on type thing, how everything happened, and I want to see, just to kind of give everybody, an idea of what's been going on. My nose is all stuffy, but dishes, there's only this little bit of dishes, and it's just mostly my son's breakfast stuff and my lunch stuff, and it'll take me 2 minutes. I'll get it done up later. I know there's a bunch of cell phones. This is, because I don't have a cell phone that, like, has minutes on it. I just have my cell phone that I'm using to record, and I connect to Wi-Fi. That's how I get on the internet. So that that cell phone is my mom's, which actually has minutes on it, and it's currently the only thing that I can use right now because my home phone is busted. He come yesterday and he fixed the line. There was a problem with the line, but apparently there's also a problem with the phone. So anyways, I think I mentioned that in my vlog yesterday, and I just keep this pad here because we do live on a mountain, and it's kind of hard to get service in certain places, but I know standing here I have service, so I just have my notepad there if I have things that I have to write down. It's in reach, so. And that's my son's cell phone, one of my old ones. He asked me for he's going to be 9 on his birthday. He asked me for a cell phone, and I'm like, listen, I have had a few cell phones over the years, and they were all cell phones that were given to me. Even this cell phone here was given to me. I have never bought myself a cell phone, and I don't think that the first cell phone that I ever buy should be for a 9-year-old child. So he's going to continue using that. My mom said for Christmas she's going to get them each a tablet. He could use that. He's got one of my other old phones. He's got, like a DS and all kinds of tablets and stuff, like kid tablets, not like an actual tablet, but he's got enough stuff. He doesn't need a telephone for his birthday, so. Sorry, my nose is just super stuffed. Anyways, like I said, he went over this morning to play with my niece. Obviously, he had lunch there. I don't know. Might have supper there. Who knows? It's you never know. So, I'm just here by myself, relaxing, I guess you could say. I've been working on trying to get that campaign out going and shared with everybody that I possibly know. And I've had a few donations so far, and they're really, really appreciated. So, and like I mentioned, I hate asking people for anything. Like, if I usually do things on my own, I usually never ask for help. It's very, very, very rare that I ask for help. So, I just decided I'm gonna do it because we're not the richest people. Obviously, we struggle as it is to get back and forth to dialysis, and this is just another bump in the road. So, anyways, I'll leave the link to the GoFundMe page in the description of this video as well if you guys want to check it out. So my mom had sent over some meatballs and gravy and potatoes yesterday for his lunch today. Obviously, he didn't go to school and he didn't eat lunch here. So if he's home for supper, he will have those for supper. I think I might make a little bit more gravy because they're a little on the dry side. And I'll scrounge something up. I just want to eat up what we have. The freezers are kind of full as well. This is all the school stuff. Right. I gotta go through all this. There's a couple pizzas in there for pizza. There's 2 pizzas that are pre-made that I made for pizza night. There's, I think another thing for fajitas. There's some raisin bread down there, which I should get out because that would be good. Just when I'm craving something. There's all kinds of chili that I made. There's some extra chicken breasts. There's bagels, all kinds of stuff in there. And then this one here. Excuse me. I should just hang this up. And this was my bag. This is the bag I usually bring to dialysis, but the other day I wasn't sure what was going on. So I packed a bag just in case I had to leave in a hurry. And then in here there's a couple loaves of bread, and it's mostly like pre-made cookies that I could just whip out and put into the oven for his school lunches. There's butter. There's a couple chicken legs down there, so we're good for food. I just really want to get these cleared out before I go and buy anything else. And you know me, I'm frugal, so I'll find a way to use them up. So anyways, he called me this morning, or I had called to see what was going on. Sorry, I keep having to blow my nose. Oh, he's calling right now. I'll talk to you guys in a second. Alright, so I just got off the phone with him. It's 1:53. I'm not sure what I was saying before the phone rang. I know this morning he called and he was saying like he's little things are confusing, like they had given him potatoes last night for supper and he couldn't figure out what they were, and he's got a little bit of a slur when he talks, and sometimes he struggles to find words that he's looking for. They did a CAT scan yesterday. She had told me that there was nothing to worry about, but then he was just saying that they told him that there was like a hairline fracture on his skull, and it could have been when he passed out on Saturday. He hit the table. We don't know if that's what it is or what, but obviously there's no like bleeding on his brain or anything. But tomorrow they're going to do another CAT scan and see all his blood work's coming back good, so I don't know, it could just be, he's doing a lot better than what he was, let me tell you that. If you guys could hear him, you guys would know, like, but, I don't know, we'll find out, only time will tell, I guess, so. Anyways, I'm gonna make myself a coffee and go sit down and relax for a little bit, and I'll talk to you guys in a little after, when I decide what I'm gonna make for supper. Alright, so just a quick little check-in. It is 4:30. Riley's still not home. The wind is still blowing outside. Well, that's good. A lot of the wind blew the snow out of there, so that's good. My driveway's actually not too bad. It all depends on how the wind is blowing. Either my driveway's full or it's not. Actually, in the back of the car, it's pretty bad, but I'm surprised my walkway, like, all the snow blew out of there. I didn't even have to go and shovel. The plow just come back again. I just heard freezing rain hitting the door over there, so I'm finally getting around to doing my dishes. The house is clean. I'm not gonna stress out over it. I like to keep my stuff clean, obviously, but just do it as I go. I'm not stressing out about it. I got enough on my plate that, a couple dishes, not a big deal. I'm going to rinse them, obviously, and I'll put them away later, but they'll be done before I go to bed, so it's not a big deal. I have a load of clothes to put in the dryer, and I've just been chatting pretty much all day with people. I've had a ton of messages that I had to reply to. I talked to Jay a couple times, and I don't even know what I've said in this vlog, so if I repeat myself, I'm sorry. I know he mentioned, there goes the plow. He had mentioned that when I talked to the nurses yesterday, they said that the CAT scan came back okay, and he was saying that the doctor said this morning that there was a hairline fracture on his skull. They don't know if it was something from before, but he said he's never, never had an accident where he's hit his head. And like I said, he fell on Saturday and hit the table, so it could have been from that. It could have been from when he was passing out in the bathroom. He said he passed out. I know he passed out, but he said he hit his head a couple times in the bathroom, so it's a freaking scary situation. And the fact that he's got like memory loss and still a slurred speech, it's scary. So, he's coming along, but I don't know, only time will tell how things will be. So for now, I'm gonna make myself some soup because I'm shaking, I'm freezing, my toes are like ice, my hands are like ice. In here, there was a little bit of frozen broth left, which I usually have this stuff on hand, but we've been eating a lot of soups apparently lately. I'm gonna have to start getting some bones. I know my aunt had a turkey the other day on Sunday when we went out. We ended up going down to the hospital after we called 911. And then when we come back, we went to my aunt's place for my mom had to drop something off, and she was having turkey, and she had put the turkey bones apparently out on the porch for me, but I've been so busy, and it's not something that I thought of, so they're probably no more good now or covered in snow, so. Which sucks because that would have been a whole bunch of broth that I could have made, but it is what it is. Eventually I'll buy a whole chicken or a turkey or something and, get some bones from that, make some broth. But, so this is what I had, this little bit here. And then this is actually like chicken gravy, I guess. I'm throwing a bunch of stuff together and I don't care. And I didn't have any like dehydrated vegetables. I didn't feel like cutting anything up either. So I just added a pack of this beef vegetable broth beef vegetable to it. I'm gonna let everything thaw. I know it's not completely homemade, but if it wasn't for this box of stuff, it would be. I could have chopped up an onion and some carrot and some celery, but it's just more dishes that I don't feel like doing, so I'm gonna let this boil down. I think I'm gonna add some of my rice that I had in there. Just so it doesn't go to waste. I was going to add some noodles, but what the heck, I've got the rice. Might as well use it so it doesn't go to waste. And then I'm going to go sit down and have a nice bowl of soup. And then I don't know, eventually Riley's going to come home and I'll get him ready for school tomorrow. I am honestly surprised that they canceled school as early as they did. The last 2 times, there was one time they sent them to school, it was freezing rain. They ended up sending them home in the afternoon sometime. And then the recent one, it was, I don't know if it was freezing rain or if it was snow. I think it was starting to freeze and rain. And I had I had called and told them I'm not sending Riley to school because, the last time and whatnot. And sure enough, 15 minutes later they called, or it would have took me about 10, 15 minutes, whatever, to get home after I dropped them off. About 15 minutes later, the school would have started. They called to say that they were sending the kids home. So I was very surprised that this morning before 7:30 they were like, "Oh, school's canceled," and it wasn't even really doing much outside. So I was very surprised. Anywho, I want to quit my jibber jabbering. I know this is probably going to be a long video. I got nobody here to talk to, so, I might as well talk to myself on here or talk to you guys, and then you guys will answer me and talk to me in the comments. And, that's how us YouTubers, we're not crazy when we say that, you guys are friends. It's, you guys are not technically here at the moment that I'm vlogging this, but eventually when it gets up, you guys are there, and you guys are there to talk, and, so that's good. So anyways, that's that. I'm gonna go put my load of clothes in the dryer. I pretty much got my son's room done. I don't know if I showed you guys that yesterday because I did get my video up. This is a little bit of stuff that I have to deal with. This box here is going to be my craft box, I think. And then this is just some odds and ends that I have to put away. And of course he didn't make his bed this morning, and of course that one's in here and she knows she's not supposed to be. This shelf is going to come out of there if I want to find a place for it. Excuse me. This is clothes and his, I don't know if you guys saw his toy box yesterday. It was on this side and it was like full about up to here with toys. I went through them. I didn't throw a lot of toys out per se, but I found, places for them, and some were Legos and, different things like that. So I got that done up. And a couple toys, little toys there. I put his chair in the corner there with some mismatched socks. We're going to have to find a good place for his bow and arrow because it's there and it's good, but if he kicks too much, he'll end up knocking it down. And honestly, the only thing that I did not deal with is this mess over here. So I will get to it. This isn't quite so bad. He ended up putting his Nerf guns down there. I said to put them away nicely, but that's as nice as it's going to get, I guess. We'll clear off his dresser, and then there's just this big box of stuff that I got to go through, so not a big deal. And then up here, got all that pretty much organized. That's as good as that's going to get, so that's his bedroom. That's what's going on. My bathroom's clean, the bedroom's all clean, the living room's all clean. So, it's not messy. One of you guys had commented on how you like the open space and I think it was the open space or how not cluttered my kitchen was. I can't really remember the comment, but before I redid my kitchen when I moved in here, the stove would have been like here, and there was a window where this rectangle is. There was a window out there, and I kind of regret taking that window out because it let in so much more light. It is so dark in that corner. That's why this light up here, right there, I have that laying there because when you're in the corner, you can't see anything. This island here was not there. The cupboards went right to the door, so you had all this wide open space, and the fridge was usually over here somewhere. I didn't have the 2 deep freezes. I might have had the 1, but I didn't have 2 of them. And it was more wide open. And then this little thing here wasn't there either, so we had a very big kitchen. Like, it was huge. And I kind of regret putting this here. Just because when you're in the kitchen and everybody's in the kitchen, it might look like a lot of space, but that's why I put the fridge here, because it was here and somebody needs in the fridge and you're here and people are bumping into each other and it's just very annoying. If I would have, been able to properly think of it and go with, I would have definitely stopped the cupboard at the door here, and then this little island with the sink I would have put probably up against this wall out of the way, so I would have had a big open kitchen, and then I could have put like a little island or something. We did when the kitchen was wide open, I did have an island in the middle of it matched like the cupboards or whatever. It was like a homemade one, but it was in the middle here, I remember, so. But anyways, yeah, I have decluttered over the years a lot. I try not to have any like little knick-knacky things. The only thing in the kitchen are those 2 candles up there of people who've passed away. She was my best friend. She passed away about a week after having her second child from uh, complications. It was very sad. She was my age. She'd be 34 in May if she was still here with us. And this candle has both of my grandparents' pictures on it. So I keep those in the kitchen. I know it might be a little weird place, but it's somewhere that it's up out of the way that they aren't going to get broke. So anyways, I just try not to keep knick-knacky stuff, and like this looks a little cluttered, but a lot of it is some plants, and I'm surprised. Like this was a little clipping that my cousin gave me of a spider plant, and it's actually doing pretty good. This is a lemon tree. It's going to be a lemon tree at some point. It was started from a seed that my aunt bought, and she did up a couple plants and she gave me one, so that was pretty awesome, and that's doing good. This is supposed to be oregano. I don't know why it just stopped growing. I don't know if it's because it's the winter or what's going on, but it just stopped growing. And this was some lettuce that I put in there, which I'm going to have to change the water and replace, but as you can see, it's starting to grow up here, so. And then this was my grandmother's. I got that when she passed away. And this, like I said before, I just hang my bags up there. It's tacky, but it's saving me money, so. And that is my Christmas cactus, which did not bloom this year. I don't know why. It is starting to seem like it's perking up more, but yeah. And I think I had mentioned yesterday about my son's room, wanting to redo the walls. All this wall was that Mac Tack stuff that I bought. And I just redid all the walls, put it all on the walls, and it's a lot better than paint. It's a lot less money than spending it on wood. And it looks like wood. So I had started off originally, I had did the backsplash. And I was just like, I love this so much, I'm going to do the rest of my kitchen in it, so. Anyways, I've been rambling for 13 minutes now. This is starting to boil down. I'm going to turn it up a bit and watch it, stir it, and go in and have myself a bowl of soup. And I will be back later on to finish off the vlog.